Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host of Rumble Wrestling TV, Aaron Nix. Welcome back to the Rumble Wrestling YouTube channel. It is time for singles action. England's own, the Rumble Wrestling Champion Sid Manelli, facing his long-time rival and nemesis, the right-hand man of Tate Mayfair's. It's Mr Shenwoo back in a Rumble Wrestling ring once again here at the Oval Bandstand Esplanade in Margate, and a strong collar and elbow top, and there's the power advantage on display of Shenwoo. And you would think after every single time these men have fought, they would know their playbooks inside out, but there always seems to be new tricks up each man's sleeve. And Sid Manelli, of course, the perennial favourite in all of Rumble Wrestling, dare I say, in all of British wrestling. One of the finest all-round wrestling acumens you will ever find in this historic sport. And for everything that Sid Manelli can do, there is something that Shenwoo can do to stop him, and that's why they have run into each other, dare I say, hundreds of times over their illustrious careers. And here we go once again, looking for that collar and elbow tie, but Sid Manelli with a go behind, and now applying a fantastic wrist lock. And this is really the MO of Sid Manelli: technical fundamentals. But you want to talk about a great all-rounder, as we said, Sid Manelli, look no further. He really is the best all-round wrestler you will find, and Shenwoo will be looking to employ some dirty tactics, no doubt, as Sid Manelli rolls through and reapplies that wrist lock of his own and spins him inside out. A snapmare and a stiff kick right to the spine, and that's going to rearrange a few of the particulars of Mr Shenwoo. Shenwoo, as intelligent as he is dastardly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be fooled by all his shenanigans, all of his nonsense. He is a very dangerous and very clever individual when it comes to professional wrestling, but he will bend every rule in the book to suit. Looking for a little test of strength here between Sid Manelli and Shenwoo, and Sid Manelli once again, you would think, would have the technical advantage, but Shenwoo breaking nicely there, and just a shove, and the disrespect between these two men is palpable. They do not like each other, but Shenwoo in particular has gone on record a number of times as saying he hates Sid Manelli, he hates everything he stands for. He's sick of having Sid Manelli rubbed in his face at every possible opportunity, and it's a matter of national pride as well. Japan's own Mr Shenwoo, not taking lightly to England's finest, and of course another shove, and oh wow, Sid Manelli just sticks Shenwoo right on his backside, and now looking to employ a bit of pace is Sid Manelli with a shoulder block on Shenwoo, and he's picking up even more pace now, barreling across the ropes, and a hip toss to boot. Sid Manelli is cooking, and a standing dropkick, patented behaviour from Sid Manelli, the Rumble Wrestling Champion, of course, regaining the title from Shenwoo's master, dare I say, in Tate Mayfair's, back at the Spotlight in Hoddesdon, that famous World of Sport venue. And as we mentioned, famous World of Sport venues look no further than this one. 40 years since professional wrestling has been here in Margate at the Oval Bandstand. And now, Shenwoo, rather disingenuously, I think, offering his hand, looking for a fair shake from Sid Manelli, of course, is always feeding off of the incredible audience, the Rumble Wrestling fans, and it's hard to believe Shenwoo has any level of honesty here when it comes to offering his hand to Sid Manelli. And this fan-based crowd are raucous, they are ready to go despite the atrocious weather conditions. They have still come out in force to support us, and we love them dearly for that. Thank you to each and every one of our amazing fans all around the country, but especially today here in Thanet for this one-on-one contest. A lot of fans we know for a fact have come just to see the Rumble Wrestling Champion in person. A hot property in all of professional wrestling. And is Sid Manelli going to shake the hand of Mr Shenwoo? I think that's a resounding no, but Sid Manelli is a man of principle, a man of honour. Is he going to go for the handshake that's been offered? Oh, there we go. And you know what? Sid Manelli cutting Mr Shenwoo off at the pass because he knows exactly what he's going to do. And the Irish whips him into the corner. Builds up Anna Steve and a big splash in the corner from the Rumble Wrestling Champion as he looks to build the momentum of the audience. He feeds off the energy, the passion of the Rumble Wrestling fans as he whips Mr Shenwoo from pillar to post. God, Shenwoo catches him coming in, drills him, and then a discus lariat just flattens the champion. And oh my God, he almost got a free count right there. And what a shock that would have been. Just 5 minutes into the contest, if Shenwoo had knocked off the Rumble Wrestling Champion, he most likely would fancy his chances at the title himself. He might be first in line if he could beat Sid Manelli here. God, now Shenwoo employing that body weight, leaning, pressurizing Sid Manelli into the ropes, struggling to breathe as his diaphragm is trapped between Shenwoo and the second rope. Obviously, it feels like we've spoken ad nauseum about the malcontent between these two. All the energy, all the ferocity, all the passion has been displayed by both camps. Sid Manelli in one corner, of course Shenwoo taking it in the other, and wow, Shenwoo using all of that lower base, that power like a cannonball, throwing Sid Manelli into the corner, but just a 2 count at this juncture, but he's wearing down the Rumble Wrestling Champion. This is what Shenwoo likes, a nice slow, dictated pace, methodical in his nature as he looks to wear down Sid Manelli, driving his head into the sternum, into the stomach, no less, of Sid Manelli. And now a little bit of posturing here. Shenwoo knows he's got Sid Manelli exactly where he wants him, but so many men have had Sid Manelli exactly where they wanted him, only to come up short and come out with a big fat L. And Sid Manelli will no doubt have so much more heart and passion in his locker. It's going to take a lot to keep the Rumble Wrestling Champion down. You don't get to be Rumble Wrestling Champion unless you're one of the best in the world. Shenwoo signaling that the end may indeed be very near. The invader from Japan. Oh, beautiful sunset flip by Sid Manelli, and he gets him over. And is that going to be enough? Hooked the arms beautifully with his feet, did Sid Manelli. Oh wow, and Shenwoo while Sid Manelli was trying to recover, he just came bursting out with that clothesline. Now another deep cover and just a 2 count, but the energy, the effort that Sid Manelli is expending to keep his shoulders off the canvas is very evident to everybody watching right now. Shenwoo has employed every technique, every trick in the book to dispatch Sid Manelli whenever he's been able to, and the win-loss record must be quite an interesting tale of the tape for both men as he looks to debilitate Sid Manelli more. But Sid Manelli fighting from underneath, that's what he does. The heart of a lion is the Rumble Wrestling Champion as he bounces Shenwoo's head off a turnbuckle, and now another, and he's taking him a trip around the Rumble Wrestling ring in less than 80 days, I can tell you that much. Looking for the quadruple, but Shenwoo puts the brakes on and bounces Sid Manelli's face right off the turnbuckle, and that is not a good sight if you're a Sid Manelli fan right now, because he is laying on the canvas and he looks to be struggling at this part of the matchup, and a 2 count only. You wonder whether Shenwoo should have employed a cover earlier on, got body on body as soon as he could, and maybe he would have had a pinfall victory over the Rumble Wrestling Champion. As it stands right now, however, Shenwoo just debilitating Sid Manelli in the corner, and looking Irish whipping once again. The velocity, my God. Sid Manelli is really getting manhandled at this point, and a big splash from Shenwoo in the corner. You can see the look in Sid Manelli's eyes. Look at his face, the anguish, the pain, and Shenwoo, as we said, taking his sweet time here. lording over his supremacy, and I'm not sure how smart that is, as Sid Manelli catches him coming in with the boot. Took a little bit too long, did Shenwoo, and Sid Manelli ducks a clothesline and delivers one of his own, and now he gets cooking another clothesline for the Rumble Wrestling Champion, and a standing drop kick, looking to build momentum. This crowd, emphatic, coming alive for the Rumble Wrestling Champion, and now, yes indeed, can Sid Manelli dispatch Mr Shenwoo? A kick to the midsection and a running face buster. Bulldog mentality from Sid Manelli was into the cover and not enough body on body there across the chest, and Shenwoo able to escape that pinfall attempt. Sid Manelli looking to build even more momentum, and now Shenwoo put the brakes on, and wow, Sid Manelli, beautiful athleticism there, right between the legs, looking for the cover, and oh my god, and Shenwoo, while trying to escape, has shoved Sid Manelli inadvertently, I believe, into the referee, and our referee, unfortunately, is on the canvas right now. It's a nasty collision. Nobody wants to be hit at full pace by the Rumble Wrestling Champion, inadvertent or not, and oh, wait a minute now. This is something that we've seen him employ many a time. He's got salt that he's had hidden in his kick pads. The referee obviously didn't do enough of a check, and now Shenwoo is looking to debilitate Sid Manelli. Salt to the eyes, and salt potentially being rubbed into the wounds, and a 3 count, and Shenwoo has beaten the Rumble Wrestling Champion.
Mr Shenwoo!
Well, you might not like it, but the referee only can call what he sees, and with the extreme advantage of salt to the eyes, Shenwoo has beaten Sid Manelli in the big return to Bennett.